Hey everyone, it's Joe. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a pretty special video because this is the 50th journal with me on my channel. I know that I've done more than 50 journaling videos because I have December daily videos and Journal in Java episodes and whatnot, but this is the 50th episode of the Journal with Me series. And that's amazing. That means you've watched me journal in my Midori Traveler's Notebook 50 times, and that's a lot of times. But to commemorate this awesome occasion, I thought I would create a free printable that everyone could use in their journals and that I will be using in this journal with me. And I wanted it to kind of encapsulate how I've been feeling lately and how I feel about this channel and everything. So basically, I want to incorporate this quote by Sophia Bush. It goes, "You are allowed to be both a masterpiece and a work in progress simultaneously." And I just love this quote because it kind of acknowledges that we are all growing and evolving, but we can also take time and acknowledge how far we've come. And I think this is a perfect quote to celebrate my 50th journal with me because we've done and tried a lot of things on this channel in terms of journaling techniques and whatnot, and sometimes it doesn't look good and sometimes I cringe at watching old videos, but here we are on our 50th video, and it's amazing how far we've all come and how this channel has evolved and all the fun things that we've done on this channel. So thank you so much for sticking around, and I hope we get to that 100th journal with me someday. And that's a really long time from now, but a guy can dream, right? But right now I'm just showing you the process of how I create these these printables. So I have this template that I made a while back, and I am importing a whole bunch of these watercolor textures that I've scanned in. I really like the look of these, and I think I use this for a journaling card, or a few journaling cards back in 2015. Those aren't on the Etsy store anymore, but maybe I'll re-upload them. I just want to revamp them before I put them up on the Etsy store again. But I am reusing these textures, and luckily I think one day decided to vectorize one of these textures. And if you know anything about Illustrator, you know that creating a vector out of a watercolor texture is super, I don't want to say time consuming. It's more of a commitment because it takes a really long time. My computer isn't the fastest out there, so I'm glad that I pre-made this vectorized texture that I can enlarge and use in different projects and whatnot. But I have these other smaller textures that are not vectors, so I can't really enlarge them as much. But I think it turned out all right, and I ended up using only 2 textures with one large watercolor texture as the main focal point. And I was playing around with the idea of changing the text color to white instead of that navy blue. Initially, I wanted to do a blue themed spread, or a blue themed printable, but I thought I would go with the colors that I have been gravitating to, which is yellow, dark orange, and brown. And I brought in this cool, lavender color as the background for the printable because honestly I have been loving the lavender color. And this is how it turned out after I printed it, and I love how it turned out. You can download this printable on jobjournal.org/printables. And you can use it in your journal. It's basically formatted to fit one side of a spread in a regular size traveler's notebook insert. So it's pretty versatile, and if you like pencil boards and are trying to look for a pencil board to use in your journal, you can always just print this out, cut it out, and then laminate it. But let's actually start journaling. So I am using my Prada Traveler's Notebook, and I am using a dot grid insert. I've been using this for the month of August and September. September is almost over, so I am trying to finish this insert because I am trying to journal daily. It's been a little bit of a struggle, but yeah, daily journaling is hard. But yeah, I just cut down this printable down to size, and I thought I was gonna use the branding that I have at the bottom of that printable, but I ended up not using it. But to mirror the watercolor textures on the right hand side of the spread, I wanted to use some of this leftover gouache that I mixed for another painting, and I'm just making these like very organic shapes, and this is very reminiscent to a lot of the stuff that you see on my website and the branding of my, I was gonna say Job's journal, but yeah, the branding of Job's journal. And I ended up liking how opaque that was, and then in the meantime I glued down the printable on the right hand side of the spread. And as you can see, I didn't do the best job at gluing it down because there was a little bit of an overhang, but that's all right. I'm just really happy with how the printable turned out, and I hope you really like it too. But in the meantime, while everything is drying, I'm trying to take a few elements that I want to use in this spread and kind of like imagining how it would look on the spread by just placing it over top and hovering it over top of the actual journal spread. But as you can see, I wanted to use this journaling card, which is actually just a library card that I purchased at Urban Source. It's a mom and pop shop in, where is it? On Main Street in Vancouver. I don't know if you need to know that information. But they do a lot of like reclaimed stationery. So if you are trying to be more conscious of your environmental footprint, or you just want some cool, quirky like journaling stuff, you can go head to Urban Source down on Main. I don't know how many Vancouver-based people actually watch me, but I really like that store, and I love how you can find such unique pieces. To kind of frame the date, I use this classic-y letterpress paper pad, and then I use my tearaway calendar sheet on top of that. I also scripted out the word Saturday using my brown Tombow Fudanowski pen, which is one of my favorites. When I run out of that, I don't know where I'm going to find it because I have only ever found it in one store, and that's at Paper Plus Cloth in Toronto. I also used my lavender mild liner to write down 2019, and then I went and used my classic-y grid tape, which is my favorite, and I'm almost out of it actually. It's basically just like a beigey cream background with dark brown grid lines. And to add a more Job touch to this spread, I thought it was looking a little too sweet and a little too sweet with a lot of the pastel colors. I thought I wanted to juxtapose that with some torn brown craft paper, and I think that really added the right amount of edge and kind of roughness to this spread because everything looked so organic and flowy and watercolory. So I think that harsh dark brown craft is a nice contrast. Also, if I sound a little bit different, I'm a little bit sick right now. I'm just recovering from a cold and a sore throat, so I apologize if I sound a little bit different. And I really have the giant urge to cough right now, but I am determined to finish this voiceover because, believe it or not, this is the 17th time I'm trying to record this because I've had a coughing fit halfway through. But I melted down, let me tell you what's happening on the screen. So I melted down this wax seal, and I used my Korean name stamp, and then I'm just journaling with my Traveler's Company brass pen. I love this thing. I have brown ink in it. It's from Kaveco, and I love it to death. And this is pretty much the spread. It's super simple, but I wanted to, let the printable, like that printable shine and stand out. So I kept the left hand side a little bit more minimal, and I absolutely loved how this turned out. I want to incorporate this printable in other parts of my journal. I do want to laminate it and use it as a pencil board. I'll let you know how that goes. I don't have a laminator, but maybe I can use the school laminator. Don't tell anyone. But yeah, this is the completed spread, but I thought I would talk about a few other topics that have been, floating around the internet and whatnot. If you follow James, you would know that he released a creator box. And I am happy to say that I am one of the creators in the first creator box. So there are 5 creators with James included, and we are all tasked with designing one product for the creator box. And so Adele is one of the creators, Ali Brown is, Brie is, and I am one of the creators along with James. And so there's a stamp set, A5 washi sticker set, a die cut pack, 3 washi tapes, and a pocket journal. And James said that I could say what I created, so I actually created the washi tapes. So if you are as hyped as I am about this, like, I'm so excited. So it was a really long process trying to design these washi tapes, but if you look at the teaser images, you can kind of tell which ones are mine. It kind of reflects my style, but I'm just showing you my creator box, I guess, mood board and the ideas that I had for this creator box. But if you're excited to see the washies, go check out James's pre-order. All of the ordering stuff will be on James's end. I was just simply one of the designers that worked on it. So if you want to check out the creator box and support us, you can head down to the link down in the description to pre-order. But hint, if you looked at my planning page, you might see that there might be something in the works for my Etsy store, but I'm just gonna leave that as a little bit of a hint for next time. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to check out the printable and use it in your spread. Please tag me on Instagram if you end up using it, and I will see you all next time. Thank you, everyone. Bye.